Live and direct. Yeah. You gotta go back to the roots. What about the birds? You know, we destroy everything. When we go out, we kill the birds, we kill the trees, we kill the fishies, we kill everything. You know, we should take care of everything. Take care of the birds, take care of the fishies. I saw a video yesterday, very, very inspiring. A pony that's been rescued. He's been maltreated and had a long hoofs, I think he called them. Anyway, and he's been rescued by a farm, rescue people, a rescue farm. And pony's been bring back to life with what? With the love for life. With the love for life, we can do a lot. We can heal a lot with the love for life. But right now, we don't have the love for life. We have the love for health. So we love everything that has to do with hell. Hellraisers, hell's bells. You know, that's what it is. If you think you're in the heaven, you're living in the hells because your mind is in your state of mind is in hell, your evil ways and all that stuff. To me, it's clear today. Took me a while to figure it out. Took me a while. Took me many reasonings, I had to come out, you know, I had to come out to find out. I had to come out from hiding. You know, I had to come out from hiding. We can't hide no more. We shouldn't hide. We shouldn't be on hiding. But we're all hiding in our palace and thinking we want to change, you know. We become spectators. Like I said this morning, when it's time to act, to stand up for human rights, for our freedom, for our collective freedom, we shrink. We shrink and we never go to the maximum potential of what we can do. So we shrink, and we shrink away from our greatness, and we gave up on life. Basically, that's a state of mind of many people. You know, it's giving up on life because life is hard, and you know, the pressure of the system is very, very heavy on us. I understand. I overstand. I lived it. I'm out of the rat race now. The rat race is not for me anymore. Out of the rat race. And such a liberation. Such a liberation. Took me a tragedy to get me out of there, but I give thanks. I give thanks for all the bad and good experience I had in life, because after all, they were all experiences, and I don't think they're bad. I think that there's only good experiences to learn. But we don't learn. Most of the time, we don't learn from our experience, and we repeat the same mistake. You know, so it's about learning and growing. Grown. Have the word own. Anyway, it's clear to me that the whole thing is programming, and it's to program us into division, into being divided with ourselves, divided with the rest of the world. So it's time to realign, time to work on ourselves. That's what I do day in, day out. Day in, day out, I work on myself. I work on my focus, because that's what's hard to keep, is the focus. The focus, you get it with momentum. If you acquire enough momentum in anything that you do, you will breed focus. Momentum breeds focus, for sure. And once you get your focus into alignment, you can lose it. It's like a camera. Once you focus onto an object, you leave it there. You leave your focus on. You're not going to lose the object. It's not going to unfocus. But you got to keep your focus. And that's by cultivating your mind. You know, cultivating your mind, working on yourself. Discovering who you are really deep down inside. There's something that's worth discovering. There's something down there. You know, there's treasure in the trash. There's been lots of trash over the years, yeah? But there's treasure in that trash. Don't avoid the treasure that you have inside. Speak to the world. No, put your Gideon boots on. Put your Gideon boots and speak to the world. It's the most wonderful time to be alive. It's the only time to be alive that you have. We're in this here and now, if you hear me. So do something with it. At least try. If you try and try and try, you can never fail at anything you do. You must keep trying. You must keep your focus. You must keep trying. These are essential values that I have today, that I focus on. It's really breeding, and consistency too is the main ingredient in truth. Consistency. Somebody was not arguing, was giving his point of view this morning that consistency was not all, but I think consistency is all. Because if you're consistent, you're going to be focused. And if you're consistent, you're not going to be tended to fall back into your old programming. So it's very important to be consistent in anything that you do. Any adventure, any dream that you have, any goals that you have, you need to reach a level of consistency that can transport you, that can propulse you to higher heights. That's what we all deserve. You deserve it for your life. I deserve it. Every one of us deserves a better life. You know, you shouldn't feel guilty for wanting more than others in life. Go get it. Set your priorities straight. Set your shit straight. And go get what you have to get. That's all. This world is yours. This world is mine. You're here to rise and shine, not to shrink. Huh, Gavin? We're here to rise and shine, not to shrink. We're not going to shrink from our greatness, are we? Is it? No more shrinking. And I don't care what people think of me, that's the thing. I really don't care. I'm here to free myself. I'm here to free myself from this nonsense of Babylon. And I will free myself, that's for sure. If I keep focused, if I keep my focus, keep my spirit in alignment with the truth, if I keep my spirit strapped with the truth, I don't see how I can fail. I don't see how anyone can fail if you strap yourself with the truth of who you are. You know, the truth of who you are is not so different than the truth from who I am. You know, that's why we say there's one truth. The one truth is to discover who you are, to discover who I am, because we're all from the same source. So it's not very different that I discover who I am and you discover who you are. You're going to discover yourself through your personality, your character. You're going to define your character and stuff, but who you are deep down inside is not much different than me. I think it's all from the same source. I'm out.